When I got divorced, my own family didn't just take my ex-wife's side. They practically replaced me with her. They invited her to Thanksgiving and told me, "You stand some, as long as you keep your mouth shut and don't pull one of your pathetic scenes." I said, "Don't worry, I'd rather eat with strangers than sit with traitors." 5 days later, I made one move that blew everything up. My cousin called me sobbing, "Everything's falling apart. Please help us fix it." "Don't start your drama again, Eli. Not tonight." Drama? I blinked. "You forged my name on a loan and turned my old room into Jenna's yoga studio. But I'm the one ruining Thanksgiving?" The dining room was decked out in warm lights and forced smiles, but the tension was thick enough to slice with a butter knife. I stood at the edge of the table like a stranger, hands braced against the back of a chair I built with Dad 15 years ago. "You're lucky we even invited you after the last meltdown," my sister Maddie muttered, sipping her wine like it was courage in a glass. "You mean the time you seated Jenna between Mom and Grandma and told me to keep it together or leave?" Dad stirred his potatoes like they were fascinating. Mom avoided my eyes, focusing on folding a napkin into some pathetic swan. "She's still part of the family." Maddie shrugged. "She shows up. You ghost us." "Yeah, because you all chose her over me." My voice didn't shake. "Not anymore. She lied, she twisted everything, and you just nodded along like a damn chorus." Uncle Rick sighed dramatically. "You've always been sensitive, Eli. Let it go." "And you've always been full of shit," I shot back. "The difference is I stopped pretending." Everyone stared. No one spoke. "Say it," I whispered. "Say you replaced me. Say she was easier to love." They didn't. But they didn't have to. My name's Eli Thompson, 28, divorced, no kids, and apparently the black sheep of my own damn family. I wasn't always the outsider. I was the one who drove Grandma to the doctor when Mom forgot. The one who helped Maddie with her rent when she got laid off. I showed up. I stayed quiet. I kept the family secrets in a vault. Then Jenna, my ex-wife, painted me as unstable, controlling, bitter, and they believed her without blinking. Now I'm a footnote at family dinners, an awkward ghost in photos where I used to belong. Mom, Karen Thompson, 56. Always frazzled, forever deflecting, believes pretending everything's fine makes it fine. Dad, Bill Thompson, 60, emotionally distant, thinks silence is strength, only speaks when it's to criticize or defend Maddie. Maddie, 31, my sister, always the favorite, smart, sharp-tongued, terrified of conflict unless she's winning it. Uncle Rick, 58, Dad's brother, loud, inappropriate, thinks everyone under 40 is entitled. Loves Jenna because she laughs at his jokes. None of them lifted a finger when Jenna buried me. Worse, they held the shovel. After Jenna left, things spiraled fast. She told everyone I was controlling, unstable, that I threw things, which never happened. But the story stuck because they were already primed to believe it. I was always the emotional one. Then the credit union called. "Hi, this is regarding the $21,000 personal loan you co-signed." Only I hadn't. Turns out Maddie had scanned an old lease form I signed and used it to secure a loan for her startup wellness brand. When I confronted her, she said, "You weren't using your credit anyway." I told Mom. She asked me not to blow up the family over paperwork. Paperwork. I came home one weekend to visit. The guest room was taken. My old bedroom? Gone. Transformed. Jenna's mats and crystals, soft light, salt lamp, photos of her and Maddie, not a single trace of me. I stood there like a stranger in my own childhood. Dad passed me in the hall. "Don't make this into a scene," he said. I didn't. But I remembered everything. They forgot I paid for Dad's truck repairs when he didn't want Mom to know he'd backed into a fire hydrant. They forgot I was the one Jenna leaned on during her dad's cancer. That I emptied my savings for her therapy when they wouldn't even help her with groceries. They forgot Jenna told me she never wanted kids. But I said okay, because I loved her. They forgot how many lies I swallowed to keep this family from cracking, until I couldn't anymore. And they forgot the voicemail, the one Jenna left after the divorce hearing. They don't even like you, Eli. They never did. I just gave them a reason to admit it. A week after Thanksgiving, my Aunt Denise passed away. Stroke, sudden, shocking. I found out through Facebook. Not one call, not one text, not one damn invitation to the funeral. But Jenna, she was there, front row, in black, in my seat. So I sent flowers to the service with a note. Tell my family I hope they find peace. And tell my ex-wife I hope the lies were worth the seat she took at my place. Eli. That was it. That one note shattered the illusion they had built. 2 days later, Maddie knocked on my apartment door. No warning. Just tears. I thought you knew. I didn't mean for Jenna to go in your place. You didn't mean it, I said. You just didn't stop it. She cried. I didn't hug her. You left me out of a funeral, I said, but made sure she got comforted. She choked on a sob, and I just watched. I didn't scream. I didn't post screenshots. I didn't expose. I just posted this online. Sometimes family isn't blood. It's who notices when you're missing. I wasn't invited to my aunt's funeral, but I still mourned her. I wasn't asked to holidays, but I still remember them. If you're reading this and wondering what happened to Eli, the answer is, I stopped asking to be seen. I deserve better, and I've made peace with that. No names, no attack. But people knew. Cousins, church friends, neighbors, co-workers. They asked questions. The family started unraveling in public, not because I shouted, but because I stopped covering for them. Weeks passed. Then Mom came by. Peach cobbler in a container, her hands shaking. I didn't know what Jenna told us until Maddie admitted it. I was scared you'd cut us out. I didn't cut anyone out, I said. You all just stopped knocking. We sat in silence. It wasn't perfect, but it was real. Dad mailed me a note. Not quite an apology, but it said, I thought I was the glue, Eli. Turns out you were. I'm not chasing forgiveness. I've already given it to myself. They can heal on their time. I'm healing on mine. You don't have to set a house on fire to prove it's rotting. You just stop living in it and let the silence speak for you.